How y'all doing?
What's good, y'all? It's me, Chris. Welcome back to another video. And I know it's been a minute since I've sat down and recorded a video and posted it to YouTube, but a lot has been going on in my life, a lot of crazy things and new developments between school, self-doubt, and my new boyfriend. It's been really hard for me to sit down and post a video to YouTube, but today's video, I want to explain one of those reasons in depth why it's been hard for me to do a YouTube video. I'm going to be discussing the immense pressure that I've been feeling lately. But spoiler alert, I've already relieved myself of this immense pressure, but I just wanted to share my experience because I know that people are experiencing this now and will experience this. And so I just thought that if I shared what I've been going through as of lately, that it would be helpful to others. But just know that I am in a really good place right now. I'm still maintaining A's in school, just despite the stress and the overwhelming feeling that I have with all the work. I do have a new boyfriend, and that is going really well. I actually posted a photo just to share on Twitter, and it ended up going viral. So that was wild. That was a really cool affirming way to start off my relationship. I hope all those people who like followed me did not expect that I'm gonna have relationship content, because that man will not be anywhere across my social media, not trying to profit off my relationship. But I'm very excited. It's my very first relationship. So I've been good, but I have been going through some things personally throughout this past month, and so I just want to share those with y'all in this video. All right, so here we go, y'all. I have been experiencing a lot of anxiety the past month. I would say that it's even been crippling for me. I would try to perform tasks and just automatically be filled with a rush of emotions that would prevent me from even just starting. And it was flowing into every aspect of my life. With YouTube, I would try to type an outline and I would just talk down to myself. I wouldn't be able to type anything, just nothing could come off the pages. Same thing with writing for essays. I almost found that nothing that I had to say could get onto the paper. Also, speaking was even becoming hard for me. I felt like when I was having conversations, I couldn't articulate my thoughts in a coherent, cohesive manner. I was crying so much, and I'm a crier. I believe in crying, but to the point where I couldn't do anything but cry. It was really bad. It just felt like all my thoughts were fleeting. Like, it just felt like I couldn't retain anything because I was just feeling so anxious with having to express myself. I'm a pretty self aware person who is very introspective, so I was in my head constantly and I just knew that what I was feeling wasn't right. And I really didn't know where the pressure was coming from, but I was really determined to gain clarity, so I was like searching for solutions. I had stopped smoking weed for a few days just because I was feeling like being foggy, and during the pandemic I'm bored, so I ended up just smoking just because there's not a whole lot to do. So I took a break from that. I even decided to fast for 2 days because I was just consuming so much delivery and DoorDash, and especially dating somebody new, that's generally what you do. You eat out a lot, so I decided to do that. I had even started having like a daily affirmation. I was just telling myself like I am capable of doing amazing shit. I lessened my screen time on my phone and my television. I was even listening to gospel music again. I'm not the most religious person. I did grow up being a Pentecostal Christian, but in my adulthood, I haven't attended church regularly. But I had even tried that just because I just need some type of spirituality. I just needed some type of strength to lean on, like outside of myself. So I'd even listen to gospel music. I lessened my screen time. I started leaning into my friends and family even more. Like, I'm pretty in tune with my friends and family. I communicate with a decent amount of them weekly, but I was just really just searching, trying to figure out what advice that they have, what techniques that they use to deal with anxiety and stress, and the feeling overwhelmed in school and just feeling like there's so much to be done. So I was leaning in. I was trying to find comfort and find answers and understanding from all those solutions that I was doing. And all those solutions that I did try, they did give a lot of relief actually. I did feel better when I talked to my friends and family. I did feel better after I listened to gospel music. I did feel better about myself after I gave myself daily affirmations. But for some reason, that anxiety and pressure was still there when it came to writing. I was so frustrated, and it just added to my levels of stress because I needed to complete some of these assignments for school. Like, there's no pressure with posting to YouTube aside from staying relevant, but I was like, I need to get a grade for this class. Like, I'm paying for school. Like, I can't let my anxiety cripple me that much to the point where I can't complete my assignments on a timely manner. So I was still racking my brain, like, where's this? What is this feeling? Where's this stemming from? I finally had gotten to a place where I had asked myself the right question. So one morning I was in the shower, and like I said before, I'm an introspective person, so my brain was going. I was thinking, just like, what is this? What is this? I'm like, I feel this immense pressure to sound profound when I speak or write. So I'm like, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think that's why I feel so anxious, and I feel like why I cannot write or even turn on the camera to speak, or why I feel like even in super casual conversations I'm tripping up on my words. I feel like I need to be profound. So my favorite thing to do, I love finding solutions on Twitter. So I had tweeted out, how do I remove this immense pressure to sound profound when I speak or write? And one of my favorite Twitter mutuals, Jazzy, had replied with, I think it starts with accepting the fact that your unique perspective is already profound. I feel you don't have to attempt to sound that way when you think profoundly. Just use the page as a vehicle to share your thoughts. And one of my other Twitter mutuals, Eric, who I love to death, followed up with, someone beat me to it, but I was going to say just that. Start believing that you are profound with the things you have to say, and it'll feel less pressure and more confident. Y'all, I had a revelation. That shit literally blew my mind. And it's something that I'm already I'm already mindful of. I already know that like what I have to say is thoughtful, is heartfelt, it's coming from a place of love, it's coming from a place of critical, and I need to just do just that. Y'all don't even know how much relief I felt after just needed to remind myself that, nigga, whatever you say is profound because you're a thoughtful ass person. And y'all, when I tell you, I think I cried that morning after I had read that tweet. And all day I just kept telling myself, I'm profound, I'm profound, I'm profound. I literally was able to get through my 2 discussion posts without crying because that's how bad it had gotten to. I told y'all I was crying, trying to write anything, trying to just get thoughts down to the paper, just trying to get thoughts anywhere. But when somebody reminded me that, bitch, you existing and the thoughts you think and the care that you put into your thoughts is profound. Just do that. I really was like, wow. Shout out to Jazzy. Shout out to my Twitter. This is why I stay on social media, because I'm able to have access to people and thoughts that I just wouldn't have in my day-to-day life. And not to say that the things that my friends and family in real life were not saying were valued, because they were. A lot of great things when it comes to like school, and a lot of great things when it comes to my self-confidence, and a lot of reminders, especially these are people who have known me my whole entire life. So that was of value so much, but I really did need to hear that your unique experience is profound enough. And from that, write, speak. There's value in that. And I felt so affirmed in that message when Jazzy had wrote that. I realized that where I was feeling this immense pressure stemmed from creating YouTube videos when I had started my channel, I always thought there was a possibility of me doing this full time, but that's not what I intended it for. I just wanted to express my thoughts and try something new. So I was posting YouTube videos. And after about like a year and a half, my channel started gaining some traction, especially around the time when I was posting weekly insecure videos. And I said, okay, that my channel had gained traction at the same time where I needed income. So I said, let me put some effort into this. Like, let me focus on the numbers and the algorithm of it all and see if, like, where I can get with growing this channel. So I put my efforts into that, and I was able to, for a little bit, gain more subscribers. But after a while, I was just really stagnant, and I kept thinking, like, what's not connecting? I was starting to have a lot of self-doubt in my content, and I thought, you know what, maybe it's my message, it's what I'm speaking. People are not connecting to that. Like, I don't sound profound enough, knowing damn well there's so many factors that go into why your video performs. It's the thumbnail, it's the title, it's the subject matter, it's what time of the day it is, it's what type of subscribers do you have. Like, there's so many things that go into the algorithm of why your video does well and why it does not. And for some reason, I threw out all of those very valid reasons as to why my video would not be performing, and say it must be me and what I'm saying and my thoughts. I really had let the numbers of YouTube dictate my intelligence. This flimsy ass conclusion that I wasn't profound enough on YouTube has seeped into my personal and academic life. Like, the pressure of me having to say something thought provoking really overwhelmed me to the point that I just didn't want to say anything at all. And so I'm just really glad that I was able to gain some type of clarity by asking my Twitter community. This is not something that I have never felt before. I felt an immense amount of pressure, but the way that it manifested itself and the way that it created such an obstacle was new to me, and I'm really glad that I was able to tackle it. I'm really glad that I have such a support system. I'm really thankful for all my Twitter community, and I'm thankful for y'all as well. I know I don't, well, you know, I ain't that popping on YouTube. I don't have a huge subscriber count, but I'm sure there may have been some people that are like, where's Chris? And so I'm here. I was just dealing with needing to present in such a manner that made me come off as profound, when at the end of the day, what I created this platform for was just to share my thoughts. And if people want to listen to what I think, then that's cool too. So that's the conclusion that I've come to now, and I've relieved so much pressure. I do have things planned. I still may, get that anxiety or that pressure still might seep up, but I know that, like, bitch, you are profound. The things that you uniquely say and experience are profound enough, and no one else gets to dictate that. So I just want to share that with y'all. I am looking forward, like I said, for more content to come. Like I said, if I'm not always posting on YouTube, you can catch me on my other social media platforms on Twitter and Instagram with the same handles. But that's all the thoughts that I have for this video. I would love to hear what y'all think about this, or if y'all have experienced anything like this, please share in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Chris B. Nolan family, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.